one. So you might know that I really like science. So actually, I go to the physics teacher in my school on some days of the week after lessons. You know, when the school time ends for me, which is often like two. Like I started. I often have to be like 4 to 6 hours. Like, bro, what? Yeah, it's so exhausting. But then I can be at least 2 hours with the physics teacher, which is awesome because I need to talk to someone about science and she understands it. It's okay. She gave me all this stuff. This is a little lap stand. It's similar to. Oh no! I dropped something. This stand is similar to this one, but smaller and also made in the Soviet Union and really old. And I have this, which is from the hot plate, and I have this holder, which is from the Soviet Union. So these match. Just this and the bottle aren't from Soviet Union, but yeah, there you go, little stand, right? Pretty cute. Yay, stand. Okay, so it's gonna go here. Okay, then a glass tube, because I have to bubble gases like chlorine in my distillation setup, and I can't do that, but now I can. Then all these. Oh no, a little centrifuge tube. That's actually from the biology teacher, but I mean, it was with the physics teacher, so yes, she technically gave me more bottles, glass bottles. Second and third glass bottle, and then just a bunch of these. And then the thing that it was in the video's thumbnail is this, which is called a I forgot, okay, let me remember. I think it's called something like a wimshurt machine. It makes a static charge. If I pick it up, it's really heavy, and it says made in USSR, Soviet Union. Not kidding, it says in English, so yeah, but you spin it like this, fast, and there should be two belts which spin these discs made out of acrylic glass and have pieces of aluminum foil, and they should spin really fast. And I'll need to put some brushes here, and also there's, as you can see, electrodes, one here so you can adjust it, but there was two balls but one fell off, so I put some wire and soldered it, and the other one is also missing, so I'll just make it from some wire. So now let's fix this thing. Okay, so I've got the wimshurt machine here, or static generator for short. It makes static charge, as you can see here. And the first problem that I encountered is that there's no belt here, so we'll do that later. Now let's do some soldering. First, see, there's this ball thingy. This is an electrode where the spark goes. There should be another one here, but there's not. So I am a genius and DIY trash guy. So took a pen, broke it in half, filled it with hot glue, and put this aluminum wire, which is used in power lines actually, and I will just put it in. These are called Leyden jars. They are capacitors. They make charge. They're connected here, and they charge. They're connected to this bar, and as you can see now, I can, like, without touching the metal, like make a distance so our arc can jump. Let's keep it like this now, but problem is there are no brushes because I took them out because they are dirty. So, and also now I turned on something that we will need to use. First thing is this my new soldering iron, 400 degrees. So we're gonna solder some on here. Some brushes, pieces of wire need to be soldered here and here, all over, and the bell will be done later. Then I have this fan here, which is connected, so when I do chemical experiments or soldering, I don't inhale the fumes, and it's just temporarily there until I make my fume hood. Okay, so I've got this trash on my table. These have to go here, freaking whatever. Look at the electrophoric machine or the wimshurt generator. I have a ball here from rubber bands, a rubber band ball. I made one a year ago when I started the lab. I actually made one in my room and sat on my table, and then I forgot about it, and now I found it again. Yay! It's the ball here is almost the same age as my lab, and that's interesting, right? Right? And I covered it with aluminum tape. I taped everything, even the other side of it, with new clean aluminum tape. Now look at that. Even like see on the smallest gap, like a few millimeters, can spin it, but nothing happens. It even spins a lot better. I mean, it vibrates a lot because it's a lot faster. It's walking on my table, literally. It looks like it's almost not moving. It's vibrating, but it's moving really fast. See, nothing. Absolute. I can't even touch it. Like, what? I hooked up the multimeter on volts and I showed nothing. Even the slightest, even a neon bulb on there wouldn't glow. I don't know what's happening. I spent so much time. I don't know. This video is probably gonna get not posted, or it's gonna take a few weeks to post, because this is ridiculous. And yes, if I spin it, they spin in opposite directions there and there, because this is just the rubber thingy, and and here I flipped it over so it spins in the opposite directions of each other, and that's supposed to fix it because in a video some guy restored one of these and it didn't work, but he reversed one of the bands so that they spin in opposite directions, and it worked. For me it doesn't work. Like with this hand I'm stronger, so let me just look at that. Nothing. This is trash. Even the capacitors are good. I tested them. Something is wrong with my life, probably. I mean, look at this. It's literally shaking my table. The brushes are touching wiggly. These things here, right here, they do nothing. Why did I even touch brushes to them? Okay, it was a little bit, but I oiled it up from some oil, car oil. It works better. It's already scored the aluminum foil tape, but still nothing. This is just like a freaking sculpture. This is probably not even real. I don't believe that this is a real electrophoric machine, because it doesn't work even. Like, what? What? Oh, I feel so betrayed right now of this stupid machine. I give it so much money and love. $12 for this stuff. Bro, what the? Oh my god. I'm gonna literally just sit this on my table and leave it there until the next week or so. I don't know. I don't have much time. And in 2 days I couldn't fix this thing. What is happening? Is this like... What? What? I don't get it. I don't know. Why does this not work? So I couldn't get the wimshurt's machine working. I mean, I changed the foil, I made the electrode, I changed the brushes, put on some belts, and did all sorts of things, even tinkered with the Leyden jar capacitors to see if they are shorting inside, but no, I think it's probably with the discs, because now when I spin it really fast, it starts to vibrate and shake on my table. So I think in future I will try to tinker with the discs so they are centered perfectly with the brushes, and maybe change the foil on the Leyden jars. But I mean, I did a pretty good amount of like stuff with it already, so I think it's gonna be easier to fix it in the future. But now I'm just gonna give up, and this is gonna be part 1, and part 2 is gonna be where I'm actually gonna get sparks out of it. This part is just like putting parts into it, and that part 2 is actually getting to work. So okay, like always, don't forget like, share, and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you next time. Bye.